If you ask any business owner if they're using social media, the answer is most likely going to be
Yes!
if you ask them why they're posting and what they're posting, then things start to get a little less clear. Many businesses post when they get a spare 5 minutes. They upload a photo of a recent job, share the occasional promotion, or jump on a trend because everyone else is doing it. Then, after a few weeks of seeing little to no results, they decide that social media just doesn't work for them. The reality is, social media does work, but only when there's a strategy behind it. In this episode, we're going to show you how to develop a full social media marketing strategy and helps you gain customers and followers. Whether you're a local tradesperson, a gym owner, an online retailer, or a professional service, then these principles apply to almost any strategy. What is a social media strategy? A social media strategy is simply a plan that you're going to use for your social media posting. Without a strategy, you're constantly asking yourself, what should I post today? But with a strategy, you already know what's going to be posted on that day and what your audience wants to see and the questions they're asking and how you're going to answer them. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't lay the bricks without a blueprint. The same applies to your marketing. Every post should have a purpose. Some posts educate, some posts build trust, some entertain, and some encourage people to get in touch. The mistake many businesses assume is that every post needs to generate a sale. In reality, social media is very different to that. It's about building relationships over time. The more consistently you provide value, the more likely people are to think of your business when they need that specific product or service. Define your goals. Before you create any content, ask yourself one simple question. What am I actually trying to achieve with this? Your strategy will look completely different depending on your objectives. So for example, you might want to generate more inquiries, increase online sales, get more bookings, build credibility within your industry, recruit new staff, or drive more traffic to your website. Once you know your goal, then your content should support that. If your aim is to generate leads, then your content should educate potential customers, answer their questions, showcase your expertise, and demonstrate why they should choose your business. If your goal is recruitment, then you want to highlight the company values, your company culture, employee stories, and what it's like to work within the team. The important thing is that your content has direction. Understand your audience. This is probably the most overlooked part of social media marketing. Businesses often create content based on what they want to say rather than what their audience wants to hear. Instead, take some time to understand your ideal customer. Ask yourself, who are they? What problems are they facing? What would make them trust you over a competitor? For example, if you're a roofing company, your customer probably isn't interested in seeing a picture of your van every week. They're much more interested in knowing how much does a new roof cost? What are the warning signs of roof damage? How long does a roof replacement take? Will my insurance cover the repairs? When you answer the questions your audience is already asking, your content instantly becomes more valuable. Build your content pillars. One of the easiest ways to stay organized is by creating content pillars. Instead of trying to think of new ideas every week, you're simply choosing a pillar and creating content from it. Educational content. Educational content positions your business as the expert in your field. When people constantly learn something from you, they're far more likely to trust you. Trust building content. People don't just buy products or services, they buy confidence. So show reviews, share testimonials, highlight successful client projects, create case studies, celebrate customer milestones. The more proof that people see that you're a business, the easier it becomes for them to choose your business. Behind the scenes, introduce the team, show your workplace, film a day in the life, take people behind the scenes of a project, celebrate company achievements. People enjoy buying from businesses that they feel connected to, and behind the scenes content helps create that connection. Promotional content. This is what you talk about, what you actually sell. Many businesses only post promotional content, and that's often why people stop engaging. Instead, promotional posts should feel like the natural next step after you've already educated your audience and built that trust. So you can tell people what you offer, who it's for, how to book, and why now is the right time for them to take action with your business. Choosing the correct platforms. The truth is, it's much better to do 2 platforms well than 6 platforms poorly. Think about where your audience most likely spends their time. Instagram and TikTok are ideal for visual, engaging content. Facebook is still incredibly effective for local businesses and generating community engagement. LinkedIn works well for B2B businesses and professional services. YouTube is excellent for long-form content like this that continues to bring viewers in long after it's published. Start with a platform that makes most sense for you, and then build your audience on that and focus on being consistent before expanding. Quality over quantity. One question we hear all the time is, how often should I post? Really, there's no perfect answer to that. If you can realistically produce 2 to 3 valuable posts every week, then that's much better than posting daily just for the sake of it. Consistency builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. Don't chase virality. It's easy to get caught up chasing the views. The views don't pay the bills. Imagine one video gets 500 views but generates 5 genuine inquiries. And then another one of your videos gets 100,000 views but no one inquires. Which one is more successful? The answer is pretty obvious. Your content should attract the correct people, not the most people. One good idea can become dozens of pieces of content. For example, a single YouTube video like this one could become 5 Instagram reels, 5 TikToks, a LinkedIn article, several carousel posts, an email newsletter, and even a blog post. This approach saves time, keeps your messaging consistent, and helps you get much more value from every piece of content that you create. So here are the final takeaways. Social media is not about posting for the sake of posting. Every post should have a purpose. Know your audience. Create content that helps them. Build trust consistently. And don't expect overnight results. So thanks for watching this second episode in our series, A Complete Beginner's Guide to Digital Marketing. In the next episode, we'll be diving into search engine optimization, or SEO, where we'll explain how businesses can improve their visibility on Google and attract customers organically over the long term. If you found this video useful, then don't forget to give it a like and a subscribe. And we'll see you next time.